Hello, good morning.
Tae-yong and Roy, this is Jay from GoPost Asia, and we're gonna ask you some question about Bayern today. First question for you: could you introduce about FC Bayern World Squad program, like the system and main purpose of the program, and what result you want to get after?
The FC Bayern World Squad is a project where kids from all over the world can apply, not through the usual paths. Every player, of course, in a certain age group, always under 19, can apply. They have to upload a video to the FC Bayern website from 30 to 90 seconds where you can show your quality. The coaching staff, scouts from the youth academy look into the videos, and then we pick 23 players, and which we invite from all over the world, like I said. So there are no agents involved. Of course, maybe some players have agents, but every player has to upload a video. This year we have 23 players from 16 different countries, 4 players from Korea. We give them the chance to be part of one of the biggest clubs in the world for 4 weeks. The highlight of the 4 weeks is always the game against Bayern on the 19. And I think first of all, for all the players, it's an experience, it's a privilege, because like I always tell them, you pick out of more than a couple thousand applications, so you can see this as a victory already. And 2 years ago we had the Nigerian striker who did so good that now he's a professional football player in France. And from last year's team, we have Maikon, who lived in Thailand, and he's joined the Bayern Academy last year, so he's the first player who really made it to Bayern as well. But also from last year's team, you have a couple of players who signed contracts in their own country, so if it's not for Bayern, you still get a chance to be in the picture for other countries. Because all the matches we play are on live stream. Also a lot of scouts at the games to see if they're interesting players. So I think it's a great platform, first of all, to enjoy the experience of being a professional football for 4 weeks. We have a lot of players from Asia. We have 4 from Korea. We have 3 from China. We have 1 from Japan. And then this year we have a lot of players from that part of the world. So that shows that there's talent on that side of the world as well. Otherwise, we wouldn't have picked them so many. If I would, I wouldn't say it now. We still have a week to go. Like I said, we have a couple interesting players in the whole squad, but like I said, we still have a week to go.
There are 4 Korean players in World Squad. Am I right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about your overall impression of Korean players?
That they train, their basics are higher than other players. Mo, he was already with us last year, and he did it so well that we gave him the invitation for this year again. Then we have Heung-min. He was the best player in the FC Bayern Youth Cup. That's also a platform from Bayern, and if you're the best player, you get an automatic invitation for the World Squad. And then we have Gu and Park, who joined. And like I said, the basics are higher than other players. So that shows, I think, that Korean youth football, if you see how many Korean players play in Europe, that already says enough about Korean football. Of course, in the world knows Son, the most famous and your best player in the national team. But also, of course, at Bayern, we have also Min-jae Kim. So that says, I think, that Korean football is going in the right direction. And hopefully, one of these 4 players in the future will be a professional football player as well.
I see. We are almost at the end. Can you say some word to Korean fans of Bundesliga and Bayern also?
Of course, I think it's really nice that Korean fans follow not only Bayern but also a project like this. I think 3 last year, we have 4 this year, so hopefully we can pick a couple for next year as well. That we see talent in Korea, and that's really nice. Like I said before, if I see how many Korean players play in Europe, Korean fans are getting bigger. I heard from colleagues from mine who were in Seoul last year when Bayern was there, that there are a lot of Bayern fans in Korea. So hopefully one day I get the chance to visit Seoul as well and meet the Bayern fans over there.